Alright, welcome back everybody to yet another Dungeons & Dragons Space Shuttles 2 stream. I always want to say Season 2 there, but definitely is not the case. Let me go ahead and just make sure we are live. Perfect, it does say we are, and there's the confirmation email as well. Alright, and just pop that down. And hopefully very soon the link will actually pop in. Not looking like it is. Let me try one more time. There we go. Alright, so between episodes I did a little bit of off-camera work. So went ahead and finished up our potatoes. Essentially anytime that it hit daytime, I came out here, checked to see if it needed harvested, went to our other farm, harvested everything, came back and dropped it off. And then we took all of our ores and actually ran them through the grindstone. So everything is actually in the dust form. So all we have to do is actually just cook these up, which if we head up this way, we'll see that we got a stack here. It's pretty full. That definitely needs more. So I say we start with cutting up some wood today. Well, before we do that, let's grab our rosite and our osmium. And then we'll go grab some wood. So we'll just toss that stuff into there. And as we can see, it's actually cooking up. Stone. That's iron. Alright, so I just want to grab some more wood to keep the charcoal flowing. Hoping we also have enough osmium at this point so that we can just make a full set. It's one of those where we have to hit like perfectly. Grab the last remaining logs that are at least touching the leaves here. So I like to make sure we get all of our saplings before we cut the last 4 remaining logs out. Perfect, we got enough. And it looks like we're about to run into some nighttime too. Let's try to get a little bit more of this cut up real quick. Or right there. Now I hear the zombies. Let's get back inside. And I suppose we can just sleep for the night. let's go toss these logs back upstairs. So there's our roserite. I believe we had way back over this way. Okay, so it is in the actual table there. So there's our sword, which does more damage than a machete. Okay, pickaxe. Okay, so it's still 2 for a shovel. That's fine. Alright, so there's basic tools. We need to start getting organized. Do we have any, like, just chests laying around? Probably in one of these chests over here. Some dark oak ones. I would rather have spruce. So I'll just kind of repeat things. We'll need another chest at some point. And I think this bottom one we'll just toss all of our old tools into. Maybe the top one will be for all of our books, so we can start using our shulker again. So just toss the shulker away. That works. Looks like our hammer is getting close to being broke, so let's grab our second one. Alright. Bit of osmium. It's literally enough to do the chest plate. Okay, so that actually gives me a helmet with protection 2 on it. In that case, I'll toss the extra iron one away. So it gives me a little bit of rosite as well. I just want to grind it up so that it's in the dust form like everything else. Alright, and get a bit more obsidian, or not obsidian, osmium. So we can do up the leggings. That'll be 4. Still not enough. Alright, so I guess while the osmium's cooking up, we can look into, I guess, both of these guys. Pop up here real quick. So we just need 2 more at this point. Let's just wait. Dough, rotten flesh, nuts and bolts, rod. Honestly, I think I'm most excited about the dough. The nuts and bolts aren't too bad either, though. It's a little bit less that we'll have to make in the future. And see, does it have to be? Oh, it needs one more. Interesting. I would have expected it to be good as is. And last piece of osmium. Alright. Osmium armor and rosite tools. We are pretty well established at this point now. Minus the food. Let's grab out all of the tools from this guy. Perfect. This way, when we go looking later on, we'll know exactly where it's at. It's this one here. Come on. There we go. And then I know it's this guy here. Perfect. All right, so I'd start with the first one, which I think should be the engineer's workstation. So we need an unpowered rune and 2 silicon plates. Let's see, did I toss that unpowered rune? It might actually be downstairs. On silicon plates, do we have... I've got one. So silicon ingots. Okay, so that's just from cooking up those. I just need 2. And cooking them up would be upstairs. Oh wait, that's materia, not plastic. Or silicon, rather. Okay, so we have to actually make the sandy coal compound. Have we done that? We should have some silicon ingots. We do. Perfect. So technically I just need one more for this guy. Yeah, the other one takes... So, I believe we made the extra plastic. We need materia. No, we're gonna need those. We're gonna need some more plates. So let's just take our iron. Toss a couple stacks into there. Toss about a stack and a half into there. Yes, before we get too far, we'll just toss those away. Let's see, what's the plates from this one? bismuth. So there's 2 bismuth. And another 16. Looks like it is nighttime as well. Here's a couple of the plates. Here's one of the bismuth plates. We need bricks if we have them laying around. If not, we need to smelt up some clay. So just smelt up a couple stacks. This right here is why I'm glad that we set up the automated furnaces. I mean, that's pretty close to wrapping up. So what I'll do is just swap those out. Just toss the extra 40 in. That's plenty of bismuth. Swap it out, let iron take over. That's that. We need 2 crafting tables still. And essentially just some bricks and the iron plates. Should probably go grab more clay at some point too, since we're going through it like crazy. I just wait. Well, it's sleep. No, it's daytime. Forgot we already did the sleeping. If we just wait for 4 more pieces of iron, we should have everything we need for both tables. Except for we're gonna need another one of these. There we go. Just like that, we do in fact have everything. I'm gonna toss this last stack of clay. And from there, I'm gonna pop over here. Make 2 crafting frames. Make ourselves 1 engineering workstation. And 1 of the chemist workstations. And honestly, kind of want to grab all of these stations, except for the cooking station. I think I'm going to line them up over here. So we do have our metallurgic, the carpenter, engineer, and I'll pause the chemist workstation. Think I will take this anvil here. I'll toss it here, and I think we will put a large chest as well. I should probably grab more spruce soon. Also get all these chests organized and out of the kitchen. Okay, so we can't even do anything with the wood essence yet. Give me the silicon ones. Toss those away. Also, we don't need our crude thing anymore. Repair kit. I'll even just toss it away into the tools chest. I mean, that's cooked chicken. Alright, not bad. We got rubber, we got bronze and brass, mystical ag metals, iron furnace. I mean, the furnace would be nice. So, essentially, I think we have everything we need. How do we make more of this? Was there something we smelted up? Like quest-wise? Crates of apples. We'll worry about it here in a second. Back over here. Alright, iron furnace. I think I'm just gonna add everything to here. Bronze dust. Brass dust as well. And a wooden hook. I remember the hook from the first pack. So I guess the iron furnace is probably a priority for us. That is 4 iron plates, plus a furnace. We'll just grab one of our furnaces from down here. I know we need a hammer. Spanner. We do not have a spanner yet. 2 iron, 2 sticks. Oh, because that gets made in the engineer. ultimately, I wouldn't mind upgrading both of our furnaces. So in that case, I'll take the other two nuts and bolts, and then guess we do grab some crates of apples. And I guess some charcoal pieces. We have... no. And all in all, not bad. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's becoming nighttime once again. Two, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And now everything we just set up for like our automation is a little obsolete now, but we can actually kind of utilize it in a way as well. So let's go ahead and take these. And I'll take the last materia. Alright, so let's go ahead and sleep. I guess the first thing I want to do is just tear down all of this. Alright, perfect. Little messy. Let's go grab a drawer. Or... we do have iron barrels in this as well. Let's make barrels. Let's grab our saw. I need more than 3. So ultimately, I will place... and then this one here will be for the fuel. So, fuel, input, output. So everything will be output to the sides. Fuel, output, input. Alright, so we just need a couple more. They gave us another. In that case, I'll just toss it down there. Cooked salmon. Now we have a bunch of extra hoppers that we spent a few episodes working on. Or I guess it was just... No, I guess it was a couple streams. Got some dark oak logs. We'll just cut those up. And back to the barrels. We technically just need 2 more, but we'll just make as many as we can. Boom, boom. This is going pretty well. Let me just reply to this text real quick. There we go. All replied up. We are good. Right, we're golden. Alright, so ultimately I think we need to cut down those last couple trees so we can get more of the wood going, or charcoal rather. The 2 trees, but it is now 4 again. I guess now we also have the extra hoppers, so we could probably set up a little composter. Let's leave that for now. I will say this roserite axe is very nice. There's 9. Probably get like a decent apple farm going too. Now that I think about it, we can just get a bunch of apple sprouts and just get a decent farm going, mainly for the materia. Like, just a thought. Could also just turn our whole old base into like some kind of apple growing room. Managed to have one extra sapling at the end. How perfect. I think we'll do 2 stacks of these logs up as charcoal, and then we'll just keep the other like, barely half a stack. I think it's crazy that like we had a big setup on either side. Now it's just nice and clean. I didn't realize that iron chests were so early on. So it looks like these are the required ones here. Like in that case, do we just focus on everything else? Thinking about it. I don't know. Let's how many plates do we need? Just one? And I think we got 2 prosperity ingots, didn't we? I guess we need to turn this into a plate. Okay, then that leads to growth accelerators. So growth accelerators come in different tiers and are used to increase the growth rate of plants grown above them. They can be stacked on top of each other to increase growth speed further. Each tier has an increased range but provides the same amount of growth. Using the max amount of each tier is just as effective as using only the maximum tier. Please note that the range is relative to 1 block below the crop. So, wondering if that's how it is, if it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so it looks like we're actually going to have to... I don't know if we have enough prosperity for that, though. Nowhere near enough. See, how do I want to handle this? Looks like that's an optional quest anyway. 2 rubber. Looks like some clay and biomass. Got biomass. Do we have extra clay? Ooh. We need more. I think that was in here as well, which is a mortar and a trowel. Let's see, I doubt we have a trowel at this point. Grab our mortar. I didn't see a trowel. So that's actually in the chemist workstation as well. So we need more clay. We need more prosperity. I say clay first though. And after all, we do just have the river right here anyway. That's plenty of clay. Kind of want to grab a bit more though. Could grab some ink sacs while we're here too. I always seem to need them when I'm not getting them. I guess there's some fish over here too. We could do a bit of fishing. You have a bone meal. Alright, and can we do anything with these? We can fillet them. I mean, that's honestly pretty decent. Which we can make sushi out of, or we can cook it. I mean, not bad. At least I gave it a use. Grab this and let's just toss all of the food items we are getting away. Try to punch all of the different gardens that we see to gather as much food as possible. So we have clay. There's enough rubber. And that's the end of that quest line for right now. So let's grab that mortar that we have in here. If we pop over here, let's just start with the first one. So 3 copper, 1 tin. Guess it's a good thing we didn't smelt up everything. We don't have a crafting table up here. But we have our 1 crafting table on us. So that's a bit of bronze. Brass is just 1 copper and 1 zinc. That looks like that's our mortar as well. I will just toss all of those dust back into there, and let's kind of clean out our inventory because I don't want to get over cluttered. We got some lapis ore here too. I believe the rubber balls will toss upstairs too. Anything that can just be tossed into the food chest. Alright, so LQ rubber ball. Perfect. Advanced crafting table. So there's the 1 Inferium plate. 2 brass plates. So we need 4 brass. That was, what, copper and zinc? Does not look like we have another mortar either. That's easy though. And it's so convenient just tossing everything into 1 fuel chest now rather than trying to split it up between 2. And then eventually we'll probably switch this out to like an actual drawer or a bin or something that can hold just like the charcoal. So used to going to that other side. Alright, so 2 brass plates. Our Inferium plate we'll grab out of here. We completed all of that. We need 1 of these. We need 2 of the crafting frames. Okay, so we're gonna need a bit of like iron plates for that, I guess. Looks like the pillagers have surrounded us. How do we make the nuts and bolts again? That's right. We just take any of our rods. Aluminum. That was with what tools? The cutters and groover. Perfect. So what, just crafting tables at that point then? 2 of them? I believe these are actually just made in here anyway. So there's essentially everything up here. The ancient rock. And then our LQ rubber balls. We just need 2 of them. And all of that is made within the engineers with the solder and the driver. Driver, solder. Alright, and there is our advanced crafting table. Now, where to put this guy? Honestly, just right there for now. Bit of obsidian, I'll toss that away. For safekeeping. Ooh, there's some fluid pipes. So, leads to a couple different things. Here's our paraglider. We're gonna need a bunch of leather for that. Stone rods, very easy. Honestly, it's not bad. Yep, wants us to go to the Nether. And that's a required quest. But tankers. Copper. We do have a bit of Certus quartz. Okay, yeah, let's just... One more time. Clay, gravel, and sand. Like, I want to make sure we have everything before we get too far. I think we've got everything. That's a mortar and a trowel in the chemical workstation. Honestly, not terrible. We can get more Certus quartz at any point too. Honestly, it was kind of convenient. When I hopped on here earlier to grind up the dust, I was able to put my mouse right up against my keyboard, and then I took my Xbox controller and I was able to take the one handle bit of it and kind of barely touch my right click button and just kind of hold it down to the point where I could walk away and then just pay attention to the screen for when the crank would stop, and then I could come grab everything we needed. So there's 30. Cook this up real quick. Like, it really don't matter which one. Because at this point, they're both available, and I just have to pay attention to the fuel in here, and we'll just keep grabbing wood and tossing it in as well. I think that's what I'll do first, is make the faucet. So it just wants 4 bricks. Alright, yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. I'm not sure what I want to put in there just yet, but it's at least there. Essentially, same thing with this guy. I copy. Yeah, I'll probably do another stack over here. I just need more spruce is what I can see, at least. This stuff for now will have our smeltery. I guess we just have to go grind up more of these Certus quartz. Back to the grind. Another 8. I have a feeling we're gonna have to hop back into the mines anyway. Let's make the remaining and from here I say we're gonna need another 2, and then that's just gonna be actual bricks. And is that a stone tank? It is. Which that's a whole nother recipe in itself. Not a bad recipe. Honestly, I want to make 2 of these tanks. And let's just grab all of our rods. And up here, not bad. You know what? I kind of want to make a couple more. We're not gonna have enough glass though. And I don't really need another one right now. Well, yeah, I want 2 more. I do. And that'll be the 2 more for the actual controller. Need 2 furnaces, which I know we have. Okay, that's copper, zinc. A couple wooden tanks, which is going to be even more glass. We're going to need some sand. Let's sleep real quick and go grab some sand. Like, just because I know we're not going to have enough glass for everything at this point. Especially if I want to make another 2 tanks. Toss those away. And let's just head over to the water, bypassing the pillagers if possible. I can definitely tell we've been here because of how flat all of the sand is. And I'm gonna just skip past the dungeon here. I mean, honestly, this is not a bad haul of sand. Finding levels obsidian on these guys too. Does that mean we can grab obsidian? I have to give that a go. That looks like that might be it for this top part. I mean, it looks like the river still goes. I'm gonna leave the sugarcane. We're already growing some, and there might be somebody else that hops on the server later on. I want to give them at least a fighting chance, especially if we're going to be taking all of the sand. Honestly, it's almost getting to that wrapping up point as well. Maybe I'll at least complete all of the smeltery components. Looks like we have a village up here. I'm not sure if we've been to this one yet. I think close to 3 stacks of sand. That's pretty dang good. Oh, is this that village that's kind of a village? Yeah, like there's paths and torches everywhere, but there's like no actual houses. Alright, does not look like we can pick it up. But we have a random villager here with no job. I mean, I guess a job in this environment. Alright, let's head back home. Toss a stack there and a stack there. Get a bunch of glass going. Minnow I can't eat. Alright, not bad. So I say let's get a start on this one here. We need 2 copper, at least 8 pieces of glass. We have that, some bricks, and then we need 4 of the nuts and bolts. And actually just this guy, so we need a lot. Copper. We don't have a lot of copper, surprisingly. And I'll take the sand out of there and toss it to that one. What else did we need? So copper, zinc. And alright, so that'll be 2 plates. Not quite enough. And then we also need copper rods. So I suppose we should probably start with that. And then I need more nuts and bolts. And I wouldn't mind just grabbing at least some of like the basic plates and like breaking them down. There we go. There's the rest of our copper. I mean, we had zinc plates there. Oh well, there's 28 nuts and bolts. I'd say we're at least sitting pretty good again. Like I said, usually I would be wrapping up about now. I want to get this complete. I'll worry about finding a spot for it next episode and everything. Or next stream, so tomorrow night. I just need one zinc plate. And slide down. And this is in the engineers. I need the hammer. Take the hammer back. Just because we still need a few copper plates yet. Actually, that's the rest of the copper we need. Is that everything we need now? I guess it would help if we grabbed the rest of the required material. 2 furnace, which I know we have sitting around. 2 wooden tanks, which I believe that's a brick, log, and some glass. Oh, we had a bit of glass there too. Thought I grabbed some brick. And a bucket. Is that just, no, that's not default. And we just need a piece of silicon, which I know we have with these laying around. And is this made? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. One of you. And a solder, which I know we have sitting over in this one. There's our bucket. And there's our smeltery controller. Like I said, we'll worry about getting this all put together next, next stream, which would be tomorrow. And there's a drain, more brick. Let's open up that too. Alright, so let's clear out our inventory and then we will kind of wrap it up and call it for the night. Surprised that's all that went in there. Usually we have a bunch of like rods and I guess we did have another rod. Also, we have this tank. I would like to upgrade our water to. Alright, that holds 16 buckets compared to the 4 buckets. So the rest of the tanks I'll toss into here for now. See, are those additional fluid pipes? Yep. I'm slowly like putting things into this chest here, and then this one will be cleared out and I guess more organized. I do want to still organize our stuff like another step further, but we'll get there. And just toss the zinc upstairs. We'll probably do one more quick harvest of like our farms. And if I get on between episodes or streams, I will probably just be doing like the same thing, harvesting up farms, gathering more wood so we can keep our charcoal full. And I think next stream we'll probably even swap that out to like a crate of some sort, or even one of the bins. And I will say that little greenhouse grows things pretty well. Probably set up like another bigger sized one. And where are we at on potatoes? 45 potatoes. We're gonna have to start cooking those up and using those as a food source here. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap stream up here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you comment on it after the fact as well. Let us know if like you want to see something coming up, or if like you guys have any experiences with this pack, and if you have like any helpful advice, be sure to let me know. Say I'm always looking for just all the information I can get. But yeah, with that, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so you can get notified next time we stream, and join the Discord so you can also get notified there. But with that, I will see you guys in the next one.